Hi guys, I'm not doing this video for you, I'm doing it for me. And yeah, the screen's blacked out because I don't need judgmental people looking at my video and saying, oh, she's not pretty enough or skinny enough, because I already know this. I'm not the prettiest, I'm not the smartest, I'm not the skinniest. When you look at me, you may think, wow, she's a strong person, because that's what my whole family says about me. But you know what? I'm not strong. I'm not as strong as they think I am. I don't do things because I fear rejection. I'm afraid for somebody to sit there and say, sorry, you can't do this. And I know parents say you can do anything you put your mind to, but is that really true? I tell them I want to be a wedding planner, and all I get in return is, stay where you are. You can't deal with people yelling at you all day, yet later they tell me how strong I am. What's the point of contradicting yourself if you're giving us the wrong impression? These past few weeks have been really rough for me. A couple weeks ago, my grandpa went into the hospital. He was feeling sick, and they ended up having to do open heart surgery. It's a routine procedure. They could probably do it in their sleep, and he was 74 years old, and he was strong. But even though he was strong, he didn't make it. So the past 3 weeks have been about family. And you realize how close your family gets when you lose a loved one. It's been tough. I don't think I've even really let it sink in that he's not going to be there for Christmas or Thanksgiving or even when I go visit. But that's life. You lose people. And this video isn't about how I overcome my difficulties, how I overcome everything that life has thrown at me, because life has thrown a lot at me. My dad tried to kill himself in the front seat of our car. He stabbed my mom. He was in prison. My mom overdosed and almost died. I got taken away from her and put in a house with her dad, who I barely knew. And to this day, I don't even really know, and I've lived with him for 8 years. I'm not going to sit here and say that life was easy for me because I'm different. That life is easy for me because of the stuff that I've gone through, that people treat me differently because they don't. And I'm not going to say that I've overcome what life has thrown at me, because every day I still wake up and I look in the mirror and I hate who I see. I've got people who hate me, who call me dumpster baby. I've got people who love me. I've got people who just don't care, and people who don't know me but choose to yell at me anyway. And what is the point of it all? What is the point of making someone else feel bad to make yourself feel better? There is no point. What is the point of bullying when all you get is a scared little girl for the rest of her life? And yes, it sticks with you. Every day in my mind, I hear what they say. I hear the words fat, ugly, fag, and they stick with me. I've heard whore and cunt and bitch, and I'm tired of the labels and the words because there's no point to it. I'm tired of looking in the mirror and wondering how I got here. Not only did I deal with bullying, but I dealt with depression and bipolar and anxiety, and I've been on 3 different medications for all of it, and none of them help like they should, and I don't know what to do, because every day I still wake up and I don't understand why I'm here. It takes courage to commit suicide, courage that I don't have, because in that courage, I would have to be brave enough to leave my mom alone. Sure, she has her boyfriend, fiance, whatever, but I don't know if I could do it without her. I don't know what's waiting for me on the other side. I don't want to crush her. I don't want to be the reason she starts back up on drugs again, and my grandma just lost her husband. I can't do that to her. I don't stay on this earth for me. I stay on this earth for them. I endure the pain and the suffering and the name calling and the bullshit drama for them. To those of you who think that bullying is okay, to those of you that think that because something happened to this person, they're strong because they can walk through the halls every day with a smile on their face. They may be strong on the outside, but on the inside they could be dead. They could be writhing in pain and suffering and not know how they got up that morning and got to school or even got dressed. Some days I don't leave my bed. I refuse to leave my bed because I know if I step outside, there's people, and those people can be mean. And yes, I sound crazy and deranged, but when you've been hurt by people as much as I have, you learn to stay away. I've learned that I date the nearest guy that thinks I'm cute, that thinks I'm pretty, because they make me feel better about myself for a little bit. But when they stop making me feel better about myself, then I do something stupid. I'm a recovering alcoholic. I've popped pills. I used to self-inflict, and every day I don't regret a single moment of it. Because every day I know I did something to try and stop the pain and the suffering. And every day I know why I'm here. But I wish that reason were for me. Because that reason's not. Life gets crazy and life gets hectic, and people want you to be happy, but they want you to be happy their way, and stop controlling people. Stop telling them that the only way to be happy is with a college degree, with making money. And yes, I know living paycheck to paycheck would be bad, but what if I'm happy with the job that I get living paycheck to paycheck? What if I'm happy with the person that I marry? What if I don't get a college degree? I'm gonna leave you with this video, and I want you to think about what I said in it and try and help the next person you see that's in pain. Even if they don't look like they're in pain, they could still be in pain. And I want to say thank you to those who have overcome their depression, and congratulations, because it is difficult and I still don't know how to do it. Goodbye, everybody.